have something to fight for, right? The likes of KC for obviously they've got a bit of safety behind it and a bit of a battle to begin with, and it's all down middle. KC coming out on top thanks to Dozier picking up 2 kills there, leaving just KROSTALY and sociablEE. But KROSTALY, as much as I know a lot of us would be looking towards the Zeus or the SOP side of things when you come to the explosivity,
fantastic,
he's
man.
been exceptional, right up there statistically.
Wall, yeah.
He's a narrate. I think a lot of us kind of, especially when we were looking at Haven before, hearing those comms was a bit of concern for us. The call of, I have the util, I can clear this. Didn't really get that opportunity for it. That kind of spurred on a little bit of a worry for me. But for now, double face on CT side. KROSTALY actually managing to survive here. The paranoia just going to remove any chance of dealing the damage. But sociablEE still alive with a frenzy and 2 kills thus far.
Got a smoke up as well now. Potentially reposition around that, but he wants, again, to make use of this time.
He's ready to really well. It's like, oh, okay, I'm sure he's got play time on it, but to what extent does he feel comfortable? How deep into the repertoire is it? And oh my god, that spam is lovely. Ave's going to receive a boatload of chip from that. Your eyes mostly go towards SUYGETSU and Dozier, however, as yetujey, I mean, luckily comes out of that flash fine, but it's KC making a real case for it on this C site.
Just should have had a bit of an advantage here, but KC seemingly fairly dry as well in terms of that.
Long, he saw me. The sun.
I'm gonna scale right side.
Right side. Apple blind. Right side, yes.
Right side.
One more right side, still. One top. Oh, you're blind.
You're alluding to some of these rounds where KC have the time to go through the motions, make sure they're diligent in terms of clearing another close contact point on Haven. It's not the window this time, but my God, FUT run away with this.
Potentially trying to feign this, but the spike is here, so you can't go down like this.
sociablEE just beheads up.
They have no idea about SOP being there, right? They put their eggs in the basket towards A, but this is actually quite a nice call to pivot in towards B potentially. Maybe assuming there was a little bit more fact-finding going on, and they try and take space over towards the connector side. They've won that fight, Zeus goes down. So they want to maintain. Going to invest the art on top, that's a good idea at this point. You need to convert this one, keep it on your side, because things felt like they were starting to tilt the other way, but that's better. KC looking to kick it up a gear. Just SOP and yetujey try and pluck a couple points out. SOP, oh dear. I mean, he wants to make up for it, doesn't he? Quick to it. And even eats his own stun at this point. Yeah, stay crouched. Oh! Stay crouched! Next time, narrate. But you've got to feel the round should be safe. I say should be. SOP's down low. Dozier's dealt with him, and now easy for these things. I think at some point, obviously, you don't know the internals, but you can make assumptions. That's pretty much our job. Now,
feeling good. I was going to say, yeah, feeling good about this B site being open.
Hunter's Fury, though, in the pocket of KROSTALY, could ward them away here, and it allows a little bit more play. 11 stunning shots from the back of the site as FUT wanted to re-flood and take control. That should have completely cancelled the plans here. FUT might go for an early save at this. I mean, the temptation's got to be there with that operator.
Yeah, certainly is, especially with how disconnected SUYGETSU still is. Got a ton of work to do on the site. LewN would be the first, ideally.
On that marker, whether they wanted to or not. Narrate could get caught trying to backpedal out because sociablEE, I guess, kind of subverting expectations by being over on this side. Dozier already going hunting, though, has taken him out of the equation. So SOP and KROSTALY looking to keep hold of these weapons if they can. It gets a bit tricky for SOP, but no one nearby. Operator is. So I really hope we see diligent utility usage and just a wayward flash, and that's all you get. SOP's gonna land it.
Aves can't catch a break. SOP again finds Dozier.
And now it becomes an issue. Even there's a couple of light shields, sure, but look at this, taking space here. FUT pushing up down long. Starting to really go through the protocol list. Oh my God, the aim on display. Gonna get outdone.
Can jump it, but gotta be conscious of giving away a sound cue. Yeah, gonna be heard.
Yeah, now the net gets smaller. Oh, the timing.
God. That was sharp from sociablEE.
It was just, what are you meant to do? Pick your poison. And they're coming out swinging.
These are the ones that are probably going to be more difficult, considering KC's success so far has been death balling.
Nice.
That's a good way to deal with the operator. SOP now removed.
Big punish there from SUYGETSU, catching that want of information.
Watch your eyes.
For a little pre-take here once more towards B. FUT will be tested once more, but KC able to reset comfortably back to mid.
Yeah, they found a weak point on that B site. They found a way in. Do they try and get a little bit creative in the post plant maybe? Put some bodies pressuring through garage maybe? Or do they just want to hold it where it is? Looking at the tools they have available, it's a bit minimal. Doja does have the paranoia, but sure, that's about it. And on the swing, Zeus gets involved, but they hold it well. They swing set into motion by the paranoia. How does KC read that? Yeah, they have found that weak point and they want to go again and again and again. Have FUT found an answer?
We're going to get another opportunity. How is he alive? Dosia bailed out here by LewN, who's found three. Shut down as well, another one.
Oh, he's absolutely gone wild. Brilliant from LewN, willing to risk it all for the benefit, and now just sociablEE and Zeus so far behind the curve. That is...
Joke's over.
Now to switch things up here, just Sheriff's in hand, 4 FUT. Sop the man to watch though if he does pop the ultimate.
Yeah, going to take as much space off the back of Avez as possible, but this is a light investment from FUT. Only Sheriffs really. A nice call from KC there, simplistic, nothing too drastic. Don't need to be doing that. Probably don't need to be giving away advantages when they are only on pistols. You can sit in a safe post plant, and now this is where I get worried. If you give them a chance, they are going to take it. Stop just trying to spam down long, keep them off the angle, allow the defuse to come in, flash in the corner, but there we go. Finally denied on the half, but quickly gotten back to down just to get to an rate to try and find KROSTALY on 1 HP. I mean,
maybe thinks he's got the diffuser, but
oh, Sop. Okay, thank God for Zeus in that one. I thought he was dead to rights down middle, but there, finally a bit of pressure coming out of garage. That's what we were waiting for. Do they go back to that B piece? Do we finally see a little bit more of that willingness to brawl through garage?
Where is everyone?
you'll have to be invested here from SUYGETSU. Reveal the lay of the land here. KROSTALY not going to have the element of surprise, and he's going to have a very skinny head to find on the other side.
Down to the 3. Doja, Danger Man, SUYGETSU, and Avez still on this B site. Zeus is there, and Sop by side.
I mean, it stinks of a B hit here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And they know it. They are so ready for this. Yeah, super prepared. But a 1-for-1 trade, it's not out of the realms of reality. But Sop waiting on the drop of the wall and catches a pixel out of place. SUYGETSU now noted. He's going to hear all these steps. He's so ready for this.
We'll leave him inserted now.
Oh, lovely.
Easy clearance on the first.
Yeah, but going to get cleared on the second. Does burn a bit of the util and takes away one of the players.
Especially with yetujey being removed.
Nothing to stop it. But again, you'd still need a bit of pressure from Heaven or CT, otherwise it feels really quite obvious.
Well, how quickly can FUT figure that out, though?
I guess that is the main thing. I think sociablEE, the penny's already dropped, seeing the rate as well, clean with it.
Right, just getting deleted on that angle.
The second he showed,
time,
man.
yeah.
What are you meant to do? Just headshot instantly. So now you've got to know that there's a potential that someone slipped down long, but again, it's feeling really quiet on the other side of the map. So eyes now trained, you can see the FUT prepare. Dart comes in, the paranoia, I think, catching pretty well there. Ave's gone down, LewN looking for anything. He's found one, but it's
time to find this plant with this push down A long from KC.
Yeah, it's going to be hectic, I'm pretty sure. But the post plant is probably what we're going to be hearing about here. As already, Avez has made it down. So let's hear how it feels in the post plant.
Paranoya attım bunlara. Double'lara bakıyorum. Arkayla ıktanıktan fightlarsa second gelirler. Window'a göstermiyorsun değil mi?
Hayır. Window piklerim flash'ta.
Pikle.
Attım.
Biri orada.
Bir tane daha. Sağda. Lan oğlum. Sağda geldim vuracağım.
Sana bakıyor, pikleme.
Diğer bende.
Nice oğlum, tam time yok.
Vur ya, skandasın ya.
63.
Gel buraya, ananı deşerim.
Sana bakıyor, pikleme amına.
Anlamadım ki belki onu. Nice kill bro, nice.
Ooo, Deriz! What happened o ne lan? Amına kodum yarım saat.
Pretty close by KROSTALY, also you already mentioned that as well. Just 2 away from the Hunter's Fury.
He's done very well in that. Oh, you're not meant to get that one, but Narrate, fortunately, standing guard, close enough by to... Oh my god.
40 HP he gets away with.
Better than 0.
Look at Doja!
What? Doja! How are you behind them? them. I think me and Phil have the same questions, but he's right there. This guy has been a shining light. What is that?
Well, Nat's watching this one now. Waiting to figure out if Sop has a shot at this. I mean, KC have given up the spike. Now that time starting to dwindle. Ult available.
20 seconds.
Full belt as well.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, has to speed up now. They are, oh my god, 14 seconds, 14
Jesus.
seconds. And this Sop is so quick, man. He's trying to draw one in, a quick kill would be ideal. Does he get it?
Oh my god, Sop.
Joke's over. You're dead.
At this point, go down swinging, that's all you can hope for. And look how far away these rotations are going to be. That's the bigger issue in my mind. They were pretty much posted up on that A site. And Zeus is going to see no one was that nearby. You got time for the plant. We can kind of get that smoke deep on CT.
Hunter's Fury here.
Oh, that is true. Avez does have ult. You're second guessing now. Here we go. sociablEE, the front line here, going to get flashed up. It's KC trading him well. They've got control of backside, but front side is still a problem. Crossley falling is fantastic for KC.
Wow.
It's a dream. It's a dream for me. For now, FUT on the back foot.
Oh, Dosia. A
He's
chance
chilling.
to go crazy. sociablEE TP'd into the smoke.
There's always a danger of it. You just don't expect it. Is that stun good? It makes LewN have to swing, but he's still going to drag down yetujey with him. But quick to the case of the rest of KC. Narrate trying to take a fight. Takes away Sop.
Hunter's Fury, what?
Where did that just...
He doesn't know how close he is. Oh my god.
This has all just gone topsy-turvy. sociablEE on the hunt. He's taking him down. And SUYGETSU now. 1v1. He's had to...
He's not looking towards sight.
Timing, oh my god, SUYGETSU with a classic, he can't swing to the judge. sociablEE, 6 more bullets, it's all getting messy. There's a change out, at least for one! Really considering popping that, but no, tries to hold his ground with just what he's got. That is a risky approach, because look how close they are. Zeus is right there! He seemed unaware that they could have scaled up, and it is punished beyond belief. Yes, LewN's still alive in the sewer, but what can he do about this? Nothing! yetujey snaps to him. Avez and SUYGETSU gonna have to try and pick up the pieces of this round.
Yeah, minute mistakes here.
Last player standing.
Puts Avez now in a 1v3. Drone, unfortunately, to force him deeper and deeper, lasting for an eternity. Still getting the tag.
Small mistakes.
He's toying with the idea of the ult as well.
Yeah.
It's almost like, yeah, it feels a little...
Nope. Oh, it's good. The judge is great.
Yeah.
Good gun. Well played. We love that. LewN there, gonna find both. As KROSTALY and yetujey, they were maybe hoping for a little bit more room to maybe build up here to be a little bit more creative with it, but sadly outgunned and outnumbered for themselves, so this would be a very uphill battle. The 2v4 you shouldn't lose if you don't make mistakes, and they don't. They're well timed. yetujey, stop it. There we go.
To close this out just yet.
Oh, Avez. Change of pace coming out. KC willing to brawl on this. 4 players on the A side of the map as well. I think FUT might have identified that with his pace heading in towards that C site, clearing some of the util. Don't quite know where SUYGETSU's gone to, so they still have to be a little bit diligent.
Okay, the difference here being, you want to see FUT try and take some space, capitalize on this free, uncontested plant.
Careful now.
Run it back here for Avez as well.
Oh, the timing. Instantly
got the
denied, but
worst
traded.
person.
Yeah, it's almost unfortunate, but Sop was there this time to actually back him up towards that fight on CT. Quick re-engagement. LewN is absolutely happy to try and make a stand. What could be one of the final rounds here, at least on map 1. The judge reigns supreme again. Zeus trying to make the best of a bad scenario. Flash is fine, but again, you're not going to get too far. You may just note there's a whole lot of bodies there.
Yeah, at least have some damage done, but you're not going to be able to scale up towards site here. And LewN looking to take some of those opportunities away from FUT if they decide to peel away from this A site. Dosia is poised here. Paranoia. Narrate lucky to not catch a tag there. And how do you progress forward? Do you commit?
It looks like they kind of want to, right? This is them going for it, and you just can't get past the judge. Holding more than just the line, giving them everything they need in this one. And it first as it stands, right, in the current position. So why not? Why not have a little bit of a go of things, see how the dust settles? KC, though, with a really opportune moment to try and make it work. Zeus is going to be deleted instantaneously. And KC taking the tour.
KC leaning heavily into this sort of retake approach once more for the pistol. Get themselves at least a man advantage here. They have to break back into the C site now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the util that remains. Still got that paranoia, which could be primed. There it goes. KROSTALY does go down from it. That's going to be Avez getting the reward. sociablEE trying to do a bit of damage, but there's problems here. And actually, somehow they... How is sociablEE alive? Finally forwards. It's all Avez pretty much so far. And such reposition is perfect. 3 kills in the round for the man that SUYGETSU called upon. It's a good try. I like it as future-proofing, right? The ability to show a little bit of versatility is never a bad thing. Avez, flash and ooh, I mean, it's messy, but it's worked out well enough with LewN.
So quick to provide support. Yeah, another very pacey piece from KC.
Ooh, one and done.
One and done.
The classic. Yeah, that's a pretty rough way to go. So down to 4.
Spike planted.
Pretty split up here. SUYGETSU could easily get overwhelmed. Oh, but over-delivers. Taking away sociablEE as well. Come off 11. How are you getting a follow-up there? This guy is red hot in this series. 3 in the round.
Well, again, we're asking for some problem solving here.
Good TP. Really good TP considering. And the paranoia, still fantastic. Stop! 4 kills! Enamored by what we've been seeing from LewN, but Sop right there as well with a sharp reminder that talent is only on, well, not only on one side of these two teams. SUYGETSU pretty behind the curve now.
Neural Theft will go out
planted.
under the belt of Sop. Looks for a cheeky kill on the way out, doesn't quite find it.
Yeah, nothing really down in map 1, but I like that. I like that, Sop. That's what I like to see. 4 kills. It was bloody lovely, but it was
really been the ethos for FUT so far.
Oof. SUYGETSU try and get out of there, man. You're being hunted down, Sop. Oh, doesn't overextend, but you can see the consideration.
Kept in check, probably. The trap will reveal the flank coming through here, but FUT should be able to convert this into a post plant at least.
Plants in, but they're close by.
Full 5v5.
They're really close on sight. What a shot, though, from sociablEE to catch SUYGETSU before really it got out of hand, but there's still problems. yetujey trying to hold down the back line, 1-for-1 trade, but he's going to note the players. Now Avez tries to get involved, but goes down for it. sociablEE having a stellar round, but it is down to the 1v1. Fade v fade. Narrate still has to progress towards the site. KROSTALY has the C's in the horn about now. Sees the pixel, but he misses the shot. There's an opportunity. KROSTALY almost caught on the back foot here, just trying to buy time. Doesn't need to overdo this. Tap on the spike to draw him closer. KROSTALY holding his nerve and the expectation of around the world. They took time. Or potentially their overall record thus far. That's a problem. Luckily, LewN gets out of the blind fast enough to be able to deal with Sop and backs away, but that could have been a lot worse.
Certainly could have been. And no other damage done either. So FUT still plenty healthy to continue here through this round. Right, we'll get a confirmation here off the Prowler. FUT still spread very thin. sociablEE trying to posture up a little deeper, create a bit of pressure here. yetujey and Zeus in a position to catch somebody drifting.
yetujey could be on for some god timing here, but there's no indication to continue working, but he's having a look. Of course he'll have a look. And sociablEE's gotten pretty close, does get caught on the horn, so they've got to know, oh, excuse me, the ult, the Nightfall coming in. So again, you've got to know that someone's progressed towards site, but in the meantime, look at the space taken on C. That's a bigger problem. They're still losing some bodies on that B cross. This is not looking good for KC.
30 seconds.
I think now probably figuring out what's going on the side of KC. Dosia has to win this, and he does.
He's a danger man, his old Dosia. 5 bullets, though, ain't much to play with. And Zeus, sharp enough to get the job done. It's SUYGETSU now. Knows at least where 1 is. The KROSTALY just tucked into the corner, going to make it hard to pry him out of it without being spotted on the cross by Zeus. SUYGETSU's caution, not going to work out. Nice, will be fine. Prowler not going to go towards the right side, so maybe sticking in this little bit of a high-low, but no commitment yet from FUT.
Elsewhere, no win in terms of map control for FUT, but yetujey looking to maybe have a look into B here. Dosia going to catch Sop.
Take
Outside
that.
the smoke, yeah, for a freebie.
And now look at the stack here, yeah. Maybe starting to read into this punishment that was coming through, but we're going to decide to cancel on that. Now starting to dwindle in numbers. It's going to be very hard to even to take this B site. You're looking at maybe yetujey making an overplay almost or something to give him a win con in this. Spots a pixel. We'll go for the ult here. So that's plant in. And
Don't believe that covers the spike, though.
I'm also looking towards what sociablEE's up to. He can't make, well, he can make it through C, I guess, with a TP. Yeah, going to get himself going, but they've still got to deny them on the scale up here. So you're hoping the C's comes into effect. You're hoping the ult actually helps out.
That's a big
Lovely C's. Doesn't really connect to any of the players on the other side. But now LewN's done a similar thing. kronstaly and sociablEE doing wonders on the side. You got to look towards that backline. That flank coming into play. Doja!
Best test you can get is against a team that's desperate to get something on the board.
Yeah, there's pulling out all the stops here for KC because they need this, right? They're sat at 0-3. They are at the bottom of their group side. So you're going to get a high-quality test, and there's no better practice than officials. And I think it's a good way to get some real tangibles in the future if it's something you further want to explore. But for now, Avez, speaking of investing, going straight through. Lovely flash and a great shot on Sop. It's quick work for KC. sociablEE really the only one to punch back thus far, but the spike down and a quick check from KC. They're pulling, as said.
Speaking of, though, Zeus. Gonna go forwards here. We'll find LewN a beautiful double onto Dosia as well. Can he convert the third? Absolutely.
My ult is ready.
That's the ult rip on top.
Oh, well.
Oh, no.
And right back to it. The rain might be dead here. Goes out to the shorty trying to make a final stand, but still, it's just messy, this game, Mike. It feels messy between these two. SUYGETSU.
Baiting him in. Shows to the reveal. KROSTALY now tucked into a corner. Neural Theft to go out. And just to confirm what he already knows. Trying to capitalize here, just so you don't want to be a team that loses to KC, right?
As rough as that sounds,
Again, that's the sentiment of the region right now.
Yeah, and well, LewN gonna fall straight away. KROSTALY on the case, got the follow-up too. It's Avez to go down next and FUT maintain the site control. Doja gonna break back in, but that spike is still a problem. Gonna need to get that one clean. And now he's in a bit of an elongated battle, not what we would have really wanted here, and there's support on the way. Cavalry's come in and FUT right. Once again going to be put on the chopping block, and I think we're going to have a check-in this time with KC in a couple of seconds. SUYGETSU needs to be really careful to play this just right, not outstay as well. yetujey going wild. KC, I hope you've got a plan in mind.
Playing 1-1. Careful, water can be. They went back to you.
I'm playing off angle in CT.
Okay. Come double hold water.
planted.
Can we? Or no?
Wait. You should just peek it on timing. We shouldn't double hold.
Okay.
Let's peek the sick.
Come on, close it. I wanna push.
I'm holding
I wanna
CT.
push.
Chamber CT.
Okay, I cannot. I'm cancel.
More?
I think.
Omen unknown.
Omen unknown.
Catch them.
I will go behind you.
Yeah, come off.
Yeah, I'm coming. Big. 3, 2.
Let go.
Tip it. Smoke maybe.
One enemy
How much light?
remaining.
Left. How much light?
Wait. I'm gonna go in.
Let's go!
Poised to go forwards. Already baited out rotation here with LewN going so deep. yetujey will catch it though.
Looks a little lost in the source there, if anything, a bit too far. So then you look towards what yetujey can do, and I think he's read the situation correctly. Fall back a little bit, hold that CT side. Try and spam him, maybe catch Avez, who is going to continue, but does get very little for it.
At least we'll force FUT to reconsider contesting this plant. Oh, invested here will at least get one tag. And KC looking to contact out this spot. KROSTALY finds 3.
All 3 of them right left along.
Sightline's cut though. Oh,
Well,
let's
that.
give him one away.
Yeah, that. You got my attention, KC. Give me one more, and I'm on board. yetujey.
They saw the spike get passed
Yeah,
back.
they did. Okay, does this change things? TP gets pulled into effect. This is lovely work coming out.
30
SUYGETSU
seconds left.
gonna follow up on sociablEE, and they should have a plant here.
Somehow. And
Somehow,
they've got a
some
man
way.
advantage as well. Haven't got an upgrade just yet, so it's still just
Spike
the Sheriffs to
planted.
make this work.
But I quite like it. Again, trying to play retake with that operator, not too easy. LewN on a, I'd say a one and done, but he does go down. Doesn't even do some damage on it, which is a bit unfortunate. Doesn't get the catch on the Prowler either, so Dosia let off the leash a little. Gonna hear all these steps. That could be 1, 2, heard. It's called
They're not
out and no
checking
one
this. They're not
has
checking
checked.
this.
This could be a huge... What a turn! How have you turned around on that? Sugetsu needs nothing less than an ace. And he knows the defuse is
Stopping
being...
this momentum on the side of FUT. Stop looking to go forwards on the back of Paranoia, though. Prowler will force him a little deeper.
Yeah, but he's got
KROSTALY
backup.
again!
Yeah, it's never alone here. FUT fighting together. Oh, that's brutal. Sugetsu.
It's just hard to sit here and say give them more time because they've had
time.
They've had.
Yeah, there's a time limit. You can hold this. Oh, he's so rewarded.
Nearly got two there.
Yeah, I thought he might have actually been lined up in KROSTALY.
30 seconds left.
But Bucky is foul. Then we're going to pop the ult and then just chuck the gun away to his teammate because he's doing well enough on his own with his ult here. He's come on, show me that one. Zeus, quick as lightning. What a shocker, but Narrate behind maybe on that Phoenix, just not quite having the same level of impact, but then you've got Levin by his side. Show me something here, Avez. That is brilliant. That's what we wanted. What KC needed. And Sop.
Oh, Aves didn't spot him.
Oh, you're nasty with it, Sop. But Aves is aware there's a chance of it. Brilliant. Do you know what?
Did he maybe see him on the camera reset there?
Must have.
After the ult
Must
expired.
have. He had to have done. There's no way you hold that otherwise, but called into action, and he answers. Zeus, Sociable, and yetujey at a disadvantage now.
A 5v3 here. KC desperate to convert this opportunity. Zeus though might just catch them drifting back
my
out the
God.
door. He absolutely does.
I'm terrified. The confidence on Zeus to go for the jumping op shot, but Aves on 3, leading by example now. The captain showing some confidence here, escorting that spike through. Plant's now in. So the backline pressure swings onto Doja. As FUT begin what they can to try and claw this one back. But again, drops of the smoke. Easy work for Doja. An expectation on the follow-up. He's read it very well. Couldn't quite get the shot on the first time, but the second's there. Case.
It's going to be played in here, but Levin so sharp to find the headshot. No connection from Zeus.
Yeah, Casey looking fired up now, right? Starting to look a little bit more lethal. Does that continue as they look towards the side? KROSTALY noted, but still going to drop a player. Smoke in play, turns for anti, can't get it done. KC going for the trades. Sociable, the one to turn the tides, leaving once again Sugetsu in a 1v2. This time far more manageable, at least for a moment. Sociable up high, red by Sugetsu. Doesn't see him though.
I must wait a moment.
Spike could be an issue.
Has to deal with the camera, yeah. Sociable forced off the angle now.
30 seconds left.
Let's say finally here, stacked up. Sugetsu, can he isolate somebody?
He's hoping, he's hoping. Oh, it's not clean, but he's alive, 30 HP. Does he feel enough pressure to consider the ult? I think he might do now. Does he even get out of sight? No, he's standing his ground. Pops the ult in reply, only going to know one, so he knows that tree is not the main scale-up point, but still, they're pivoting. Yeah, they are off and about. I think that's been considered now.
One kill for Aves here will give him ult in the post. That could be a huge swing factor for KC. They're actually playing in the cut here.
Yeah, but vision gets denied, so what are you meant to do? He gets close to the wall, but they could all but get in front of it, and the trades just come in just instantaneous seconds down to a 2v2. Levin is staying confident. It's not much. For KC, this is not one you expect to lose.
You're dead.
Aves as well want to probably figure out what's going on, but Levin unfortunately can't capitalize off that.
No, not like this! 4 kills! Zeus is already up! Narrate's still alive, he doesn't care! Zeus is already on his feet! He does not!
There, but would have been the same regardless.
Pretty much off to a pacey beginning, and I think FUT might want to send a message on this one. Already Doja down, Zeus on the follow-up. It feels like, well, KC are barely in the service. Sugetsu with a bit of a surprise, and actually a fantastic catch. Hold on, maybe there's still something here. Levin in a 1v2, but he's on 30, what, 6 HP, so a little tougher to make work.
They'll still have a boom bot. 1 kill will give him a paint shell. Again, the plant's going to come through. Plenty of time for FUT to set up accordingly.
Planted.
And I don't think Levin's even going to have the same as did round 3 for FUT. Here, Levin will find the first, the second as well. Can he find the third? He does.
On. That is beautiful from LewN. Kind of played out of the previous round, but here, much more influential.
Yetujey and KROSTALY still a chance to do some damage. Shiggetsu lucky to be alive after that, but might just fall to a snake bite. And that's going to give the plant across to Yetujey.
And a heal.
A chance once more. 2 left standing in a post plant. KROSTALY looking to go forwards, but everything from KC will be coming from the other side of the map.
Yeah, and that util kit on a rate is really nice. Actually, Dizzy didn't spot KROSTALY. So he gets to spot all these players kind of pouring on through, but the pain shell going to force him off of the, I guess, ideal angle. High flash. Yetujey doesn't see them drop, so the call not going to be there, and Yetujey goes down. So it's KROSTALY with too much to handle.
If KC decide to follow on through this pressure.
It's a very unorthodox round now. I think they're aware of Sugetsu's potential to be here. And then also FUT are aware of the flank, so it's a little bit topsy-turvy, but by all rights, KC coming out of top, at least in the fragging department, but the spike is down, and they still need to clear back through here. So a bit of a weird retake to play from. Yetujey's secured long, so they know it's not from there. Now with this pain shell, they should be on red alert. They've got to know where they're coming from. A couple of smokes to play into and play out of, but a good trade. FUT still in the drive.
It's only Sugetsu that's really struggling here. Speaking of struggling, but Avez actually finds a kill on the back of that, but a ton of damage done. Look at Dosia's HP and Aves down at 5.
Yeah, Dosia can get healed, but obviously for Aves, he's kind of stuck where he's at. So very vulnerable, but still breathing, so a gun in the game. Decent amount of kit.
Knocked him.
And KROSTALY is going to find Aves. That's going to be the Seekers going through.
Found one.
Now going to spot another on site. Just yeah, that's a reward and a half. Dosia dead. And down to 3, LewN, Narrate, and Sugetsu. Still going to be trying to make things happen for themselves.
Still man advantage here for FUT. And Sugetsu still down on a sheriff, and Yetujey, look at him wrapping back behind this.
The insurance policy, right? There's no way you check it this time. They're too focused on what's in front. And now what does Narrate and Sugetsu do? Try and deal with it. You know, a lot of firepower, a lot of creativity. LewN had a miracle round from this position before, and he might have it again. 2 big impact kills, leaving FUT down to 3, and no security on the site.
Paint shell to deny as well. Any plant on the back of that now, leaving Zeus inserted in towards Lamps. LewN will find a third, though. It's just Yetujey and KROSTALY to try and recover this. KC fighting back here.
Toxin screen down.
Commanding so much space when they go for those almost, I don't want to say dry hits, but very just simplistic approaches. Very, very good work from him. He's got to be happy with that one. The preemptive rotation putting a lot of faith in Dosia, who does have ult, so if things do go a little wonky.
The flash here, I was going to say, should draw Narrate back towards the A side of the map.
Yeah.
Timing just off, I think Dosia spotted.
Yetujey looks a little unawares, I'm not sure. No, he absolutely knows. But still Dosia wins.
Like a turret.
Yeah, tucked into try box. And KROSTALY, he's been good, but I don't think he's been 1v5, 20 seconds good. No, seen now by Narrate, and they need to keep buttoned up on this. You want to keep numbers up, and they do. Dosia.
The ult there. I'm forced to reconsider. Others has found the kill, though. Out the back of that, Zeus just drops out a hookah.
Okay, Aves, what's gone on? It's a bit of a mess, to say the least, but a 3v2, LewN and Sugetsu wandering on over. And look at that sight. It don't look pretty. Where do you go? What do you do? I guess you try and make it count. It's not
Progress
gonna
any further forwards. Again, look at the setup on the minimap.
Oh, KROSTALY, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide, but Zeus has still got them 2 back. Fighting Narrate and LewN then. So we are left at a 3v3, and you're looking on the B side, they're already making progress. The double swing's a bit audacious. They already have space towards B. Feels a bit risky here, and Social's caught some timing, but he might lose his teammate, yeah.
Great volley from Dosia.
Oh, and the flash to note the progress. That's brilliant.
Again, this is one of those things that looks like they've just drilled this in prax and they're happy to run these set pieces.
See, I was just concerned when I saw SUYGETSU making that progress out of B and they're double facing on short on A. Fight on two fronts is hard to handle, but actually they've done it well. And sociablEE obviously has very few ideas about SUYGETSU.
Their play style in general.
I've got your trail.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's a lot of tangibles here, but seeing these ults, it's another tester, and there's no way out for sociablEE. But yetujey saves them somehow, flies through the site, and just bails them out of what could have been a disaster, leaving Narei, Avez, and SUYGETSU to piece this together. But the site for now is shut.
Chance maybe to fight back in, but man advantage to FUT. They can play the trades here. Let's say again in an awkward angle, actually drops off here. Look at SUYGETSU down short.
Yeah, first target to get pressured. He succeeds though. Nice work there. Lovely shot from Avez. Hold on, this is still game on, but FUT have had enough. A glimmer of hope.
Again, gaps in this purchase. LewN down on a Guardian. Here is FUT going to contact in. Zeus has found the kill.
Dozier. Unbelievable. Avez as well. We understand to this. I thought the timing was wrong. I thought they were going to get absolutely overwhelmed with the dog coming in, the pre-fire on it. No, they actually managed to keep players up to the good. sociablEE and yetujey looking to go through this, but confidence, apparently the name of the game. KC just taking fight up front. They know he's near here. One's not enough.
LewN again, testing this spot, forced off by the flash.
Yeah, they're trying to learn on the fly, aren't they? But they're trying to see if they can make a way through. And I guess a judge is something that will help. And there's no safety, nowhere to sit and feel secure. Dozier getting chipped up here, but he's still alive. Bailed out by LewN. And again, this is just getting messy here. Fights on several fronts, leaving it down to a 2v2. The refight from LewN felt a bit beyond the pale there, but still, plant to be had. And
Still snakebite in hand, but you can hear already the time starting to force his hand.
he's going to need a freebie. That's brilliant. Bit of time to play with KROSTALY. Flashing in. SUYGETSU. I think the time. Yeah, the time's gone.
Nice KD, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, so KC going to get access. How far KROSTALY's got a flash? Surely not going to wait. Everyone's now here. And another smoke to slip towards, clears out kind of in front of Tribox, but LewN takes a look and takes down two bodies. FUT's curiosity getting them killed, as Sop, Zeus and sociablEE are looking for a pixel out of place, but no one's really showing. It's all behind the smokes, it's all in very nice post-plant positions. Held off by the molly. Yeah, this is good stuff. Go on, let him have it. Find him. Avez. Avez is being a good teammate. LewN's on the way. Pain Shell goes in. I mean, he was being a good teammate.
He considered being.
Sky B. They have one flash.
I will push it up, guys. Careful. It's fine, it's fine.
Go here, I will check from spawn, okay? But don't go faster than me.
Okay, okay. Let's just take our time.
Okay. Jump check here, jump check Adam.
No one.
Check, after check.
Let's start pushing.
Yeah, base push.
Two.
Yeah.
And three. You
Yes,
push
come,
short?
come. Yeah,
So that's going to be.
Where was he? Backside?
I don't know.
He was backside. He saw you for sure. You want to go out with flash? Or do you want to just peek?
Wait. I'm gonna nade him.
He heard you. Yep, I'm flashing.
Wait. One left, one backside.
We're like if
I'm
you
gonna
get
search them.
two kills, yeah, but
Okay, watch this.
Last player standing.
Yeah, sit there.
Sit down.
nice try. As you can see, guys, even with the play,
Sop going all the way forward here. SUYGETSU to punish on the first. The flash is beautiful though. KROSTALY finds Stu.
They're trying to send a message. So aggressive, man. Oh dear. And now as the dust settles, yes, they have the B site, but they have no idea of what's coming their way. Mike, there's going to be an issue real quick here.
Spike plant.
sociablEE still a million miles away from this. Have to TP back through now, will be noted. Got LewN on the other side of this. So the two players for KC slipping into elbow.
Oh, and he's so sharp. That's LewN, who's been the X factor really for KC. And the Narei and SUYGETSU trying to work together here.
Poison's off.
A lot to handle. Oh my god, that's a hard position to play from.
Provide some support to KROSTALY. Look good in terms of anchoring. The molly's going to go down.
The cross is being watched as well. KROSTALY there, he is putting on a show. The flash does, they just couldn't get past Sop. They couldn't get past Zeus, and then they tried to go the other side. KROSTALY's there. You said it, turn of pace potentially. Do they commit on this? It would be going through smokes, it would be risky. They have ults to try and maybe ease their woes here. Clears close, but LewN cautious on the step out. He's got Avez by his side. The captain in control with the plant as well. Gonna get the Seekers off this, and a blind shot rewarded for Narrate. Hope yet given to the KC side.
Just Zeus and Sociable left to try and do some damage here. Keep KC in check, but it's Dosia to find Sociable.
Towards that B-long side, so they have the weaker side to approach. They've just got to stick the land in. LewN going to try and help things out. Send forward, clears close on the site. Plant should be up next. I think that should be good. No, denied actually. So second time of asking the molly there to make it difficult. yetujey going to invest ult.
And the pit spreads towards showers though, so still playing in the potential here for KC. At least reinforced default. Dosia slips into the smoke, finds stop.
Yeah, the pause on the pre-take's fantastic, actually. Just taking a second here. They pulled a lot of rotations, and they might be considering a rotation, but look who stands in their way. Zeus is here, and he has an ult. That's dangerous. He's doing the dance with Dosia, who still takes him down. A 1-for-1 trade, and success to be had by Avez. Putting life on the line, but he's now going to know too. Where do they go now?
We have to hightail it to B. LewN here going to try and
30 seconds left.
hang around. I think actually Sociable going to get an AWP here. Will get the ult off that. But does he get caught in transition? He's conscious there's a player lurking. LewN should have been dead to rights, and he does.
Yeah, but Narrate has to hold himself.
Looking to stall things out with another smoke. Just keep KC at bay, but a spray. Perfect from Sociable.
That might be all it takes out of all the players to catch. You kind of hope it's LewN, and then here comes the ult. Crossley waiting. It looks all so simple for FUT. The stars aligning and shining on the FUT side. SUYGETSU and Dosia having to walk through the remains of their teammates to even get close to the spike. Does get yoinked there by SUYGETSU.
Able to get away here unscathed as well. It's just him and Dosia left to try and recover a 2v5 to keep KC in this map 3.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds, that fate feels leaning pretty heavily towards FUT here. You look at the positions, you